Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were live. Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of Land Show. The series where we sit down and talk about stuff. But today's actually a bit of an exciting episode because today is a bit of an exciting day. It's an exciting day because today's episode of today's episode of Land Show, where this laptop right here is 100% just for show and is a piece of crap e-waste computer, while this one actually works majority of the time. Mostly everyone's gone this week besides me and a few other people in my house because mostly everyone left for some stuff in California. But hey, that aside. So originally I was gonna use the laptop to stream and use this webcam. But turns out this webcam, I'm sorry, there's no way to put it. It's doo-doo. It only records in like 480p versus the 720p right here. Of course, I'd rather, in the long term, I would want at least a full HD webcam, so I can stream and also have it plugged into a computer, so I can stream Land Show and have it look professional. I even created a little banner for Land Show. I can't quite show it because, yeah, being on a phone, it's not great. You can't really display content at the same time you use your phone. Which, speaking about that, frick, where did I leave my other phone? It's fine. I can use Find My. I'm just gonna use Find My device since I have the laptop over here. Oh, it's literally right here. Okay. That's hilarious. Yes, I already found it in like 5 seconds. When you lose your phone, but it's literally next to you. It's hilarious. So a few interesting things there's a few topics I actually want to talk about. So, I want to talk about content creation because I ended up uploading 3 different videos today. 3. That's all I'm gonna say. Which honestly, one of them was a freaking pain in the butt to export because it kept on messing up each time, and I just eventually gave up because I'm gonna tell myself just to fix it later on. The truth was, I wanted to get a bunch of videos out. I wanted to get 3 videos out at the same time because they were all videos I was working on around the same time. And I'll just tell myself that I'll modify them later. That's basically what I'm going to tell myself. The real question is, will I? That's what we have to see for today's episode of Land Show. And today's episode of Land Show happens to have fallen on the 1-year anniversary of Haley's on It. The show that I'm pretty sure is not going to get a season 2, and if it gets a season 2, then I'll eat a USB Type-C cable while streaming it, totally not illegally. Lol. It's a show that I'm proud to pirate, and I'm proud to talk about how Disney's TV animation studio is going to crap, So, as a fun fact, did you know that this year marks the 40th anniversary of their TV animation studio? That's cool. Great. Love it. The problem I notice is, honestly, you know what? I think that modern corporations are just becoming out of touch with consumers, but that's another conversation for a day. But there's actually something I've been thinking about since Land Show Part 1, where we have to answer where there was something that annoyed me, because let me reel you a little story. So, I was minding my own business, talking to someone about Disney shows, and saying how most of their shows typically end around near 3 seasons, except for a few examples. And one of the shows I was mention, I'm not gonna mention the person who said it, but I'm gonna mention the show they used as an example. They mentioned Star Versus, and they said that it's the best show, and that's why it got more seasons than literally every other show. Which now I have to start the conversation of more seasons does not equal better show. I have to start this conversation because you can have a show with a lot of the seasons, but that says nothing about the effort or quality. And also, plus, it's not, with most shows, it's not about how much, like, and also, if you want to start the argument with the episode, it's like, okay then, let's go with this path. So are you saying, so if your idea is the more seasons and episodes the show has, the better, then by that logic, would you say that Amphibia is a better show than Owl House? Freaking no! But then why did Owl House not get a full season 3? Well, here's the thing. It's called situations. Not every show is treated the same. Not every show is made at the same time, and sometimes sometimes the same company can think different things depending on other things. There's a lot of equations in the problem. The truth is, it's complicated, and you can't boil it down to more episodes equal better. It's not always the case. And if a show quality starts to drop, then is it really better? That's where the flaws come in. And on the topic of Amphibia, I love that show, but so much of it is freaking broken and feels like wasted potential. Season 1, I don't mind it having filler, although it would have been better if they weren't too focused on freaking Anne and the frogs. Because why? Because there's only so much you can take. Of course. Why didn't they try to spread it out? And also, so the thing with season 3 of Amphibia is that for season 3, Disney didn't want Matt Braylon to work on it. So basically, they went against what he wanted. And it made a season 3 that felt rushed as frick and had 2 less episodes than the previous 2 seasons. That is absolutely stupid. I don't get why they did that. And also, technically, there's like 58 episodes, but there's some people consider it 56. I don't know what the frick happened. I remember watching Amphibia twice and seeing 2 episodes I didn't each time. So maybe something happened at Disney. I don't know, man. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. None of this is educated, and we gotta get on the top. And then I want to bring myself to the topic of, is Disney homophobic? We're generally split between that, because it's kind of flip flop. They try to say that they're not. They have stuff that says they are, but the truth is that you can't boil it down to one thing. You can't boil it down to saying that show's worse just because it has less season. You can't boil it down by saying that, oh, a company is homophobic or racist or something like that. It's not always just one thing. It's multiple variables. And also, I'll add something. The Ghost of Molly Gee is freaking better than every other Disney show, and it's the most meta show of modern Disney to my own knowledge, unless of course another show's really meta. I don't know. No, there are other shows that I don't really watch, unless it's something like Moon Girl or Hamster and Gretel or something like that. It's like meta. I don't know if any of that is meta. No, but honestly, if we look at the modern playing field, comparing Ghost and Molly McGee to something like Haley's Eye or Kith, feels like that the Ghost and Molly McGee creators are playing 5D chess, while meanwhile every other creator at Disney is playing motherfucking checkers. That's how I would describe it. But the Haley's Eye Kith creators feel like they're playing checkers compared to Ghost and Molly McGee's 5D chess, or Amphibia's freaking barely even 3D chess. Like, I feel like that Amphibia was a show with wasted potential. And also, speaking of wasted potential, The Owl House. That show did way better than Amphibia, and yet got less episodes. And most people prefer it. So it doesn't make sense. So the logic of more episodes and more seasons equals better show, that doesn't make sense when you look at it critically, and also by revenue. Except the thing with Owl House is that the reason why they cut it off was because Disney didn't like it because they said that due to their branding bull crap, which okay, Disney, live in your stupid world, but I don't want to be part of it. I'm tired of being thrown around by corporations. That's the entire reason why I stopped watching Nickelodeon. Please, the only thing I have left in this life is Bluey, because realistically speaking, Haley's on it's probably not getting a season 2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it, but come on. In every way, Haley's on it feels like a worse version of the Ghost of Molly McGee. Most of the characters feel like they're just hollow copies of Ghost of Molly McGee characters. I could probably figure out a way to make it. I could probably figure out like a chart or something like that to basically show the similarities between all the characters in the series. But I don't feel like doing that, because I already know at the bottom of my heart that it kind of feels like it. And also, fun fact, something I actually learned today. Did you know that there's actually a fun fact. If I can look at the screen, if I go dig my screenshots, a little fun fact for you, if I can find it. I'm sorry if I butchered this name. I apologize. I love you, Molly McGee. That's where I'm gonna start with this. So Molly McGee's voice actor, Ashley Birch. Did you know that originally she was supposed to voice Haley Banks instead of Molly McGee? I find that ironic because of their character similarities. reason why I mention them. And it's just... It just feels like they wanted it to feel the same, but they couldn't give it the same feeling. It feels like a crappier version of the Ghost of Molly McGee. I'm sorry. Oh, and also, fun fact. So Molly was 12 when Molly's 12-year-old in the show and the show aired and the Ghost of Molly McGee aired in 2021. Haley Banks is 14 and Haley's Not aired in 2023, which would mean that both of them would be around the same age. That's a fun fact I just literally realized right now, because Haley Banks is 14 when the show starts and Molly's 12 when the show starts, and they're both 2 years apart. So it would be exactly the same age based off of that theory. Which honestly, that's a cool realization, but I don't know. So it all feels cracked out. I'm not saying that homophobia is the reason why Outlaws is cut short, or the reason why Amphibia didn't get a proper season 3. We all know why Amphibia didn't get a proper season 3. You should have seen the season 2 finale. That's what torturing a 13-year-old is gonna do to your show. Sorry, I was looking at a meme on our says PC Master Race. I'm sorry, I can't stop myself. Which reminds me, so I saw a post on Reddit, r/O's original characters, where it's like, what kind of foods what's the most disgusting food your OCs would eat, and the thing with it was that okay, so it was a Photoshop Hot Pocket. It was a Hot Pocket meme, and the meme showed a Hot Pocket's Tide Pod flavor. So I ended up going down a Hot Pockets meme rabbit hole and found out that there's a page on the Amphibia wiki about the Hot Pocket meme. I don't know how the frick I found it. I'm pretty sure that was motherfucking Destiny right there at its finest. That was probably meant to happen in the universe, and that's probably the most amount of proof that God is real that I've gotten in a good while. Because I hadn't felt any other proof in the past while, honestly. I mean, I think that proof in the pudding that impressive how I was able to squeeze in nearly about like 3 videos in an entire while. But that's just, but in my opinion, I don't know how much of that's luck, and it's just me just working hard to earn stuff. I mean nothing, because no one watches my videos. But hey, I mean, it's been a rough few months. It's fine. The same month I get disowned by half a community, well, it's probably like 25-30% of the communities. I don't know. No, I could post about it, but I think You know what? Frick it. It's mother freaking land show. No one's gonna watch this anyways. Okay. I was gonna do a proper apology video, but the problem is that it had a frick ton of stuttering, and it was loud when I was recording, and I was trying to edit it, but my phone basically died while editing it. Even my good phone, which, I mean, it's debatable if it's, in some ways it's better than the phone I use, other ways it's worse. How can you go from a flagship to a few generations old middle of the road? Some ways it's better, some ways it's worse. But also, sometimes, to go with the metaphor, sometimes you'd rather have a 3050 than a 2080. You know why? NVIDIA VSR. Now, why would I go for a newer phone? Well, more storage. Also support for Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 is cool, but we're as cool as Wi-Fi 6 is. Wi-Fi 6E and 7 are like 10 times cooler at the cost of cost, because they're freaking expensive. Because it's freaking expensive to pay for Wi-Fi 6 is honestly expensive, let alone Wi-Fi 6E and 7. Some people pay good money just to have it. It's all ain't no cheap crap, but hey, that's just what it takes to have. That's just what it takes to have a mother. That's just what it takes to have a mother freaking Wi-Fi network that's good enough for streaming, to Twitch at 1080p without even needing a wire. That's some good Wi-Fi. That's some good Wi-Fi right there. If you don't need a freaking Ethernet cable just for stable streaming, then you're a baller. To put at the least, baller status. You know what else is a baller? I don't know. No, I'm going for this. Oh my god, I almost forgot about this topic. So, there's actually something interesting. Today is an interesting day because today let me tell you something. Windows ARM PCs that don't suck, they exist now. They do. And they're freaking interesting. One of their main... recently... Qualcomm recently made a line of really powerful Windows PCs with ARM chips, and my freaking god, they are efficient, and they're very high, and they're shockingly very high quality 2-minute knowledge, which now of course they do start at $1,000, but one of their notable features is Copilot Plus, which I want to talk about. Probably the most controversial feature of Copilot Plus, the feature where it can take snapshots and basically use a certain amount of storage on your drive to basically understand everything that you do, which I have a few takes. Now, most people talk about how it's a privacy problem. But of course, Microsoft did say that all the data is stored locally and that there's no need for a sync or anything like that, and it's all temporarily. And after a while, everything that it has just deletes, so it's not like they're doing anything like that. And even if they were, I mean, in most cases, what are they gonna see? I mean, I know that people care about privacy, and I freaking don't. That's why I will tie a noose on my neck before I use DuckDuckGo in my life. But that's aside from the point. I mean, I don't mind using Microsoft Edge. Yeah, I'm different. I'm not born the same. I don't have the same thoughts and ideas. And anyways, why does it matter if they actually have access to our screenshots and give us and sell our data to people like advertisers and stuff like that? Like, anyways, what does my data have any value to them? It's not like I'm gonna be watching the Ghost of Molly McGee and then I'll get an ad for Ghost of Molly Season 3, because there isn't one. That's sad. Yeah, it's actually a deep cut for me. What are they gonna show me that I don't know? That's the question. Also, that reminds me, there's actually a similar thing. I think it's like with Roku TVs, where there's a certain thing where if you leave I think that, well, I don't think they have it, but I think that they patented a concept where if you have your TV and it's just, and your screen stays static for a while, it will look at what you're watching, and then what we'll do is that it will basically like feed you advertisements on that. Which, I mean, I find the concept interesting because, come on, who knows, like, the truth is in life is that sometimes you want sometimes you don't know what you want, and maybe the right ad will come along, show you something good to fill up your lonely life. Lay around, question everything, and wonder how you got here in the exact first place to begin with. I know that did not grammatically make sense, but I really don't care at this point, honestly. Sweet. That's all I'm gonna say, the least, honestly. This cup is stupid. But I have a headache thinking about how the colors are supposed to go on this cup just because they freaking change orientation a billion times. Because there's a point where it just goes out of sync. That's stupid. But I hate this cup. Now, of course, I'm only drinking out of this cup because all the other cups are dirty, lol. Someone's got to do with dishes, and I don't know who it is. Like, actual controversial time. So, there was a day. So, let's talk about my most recent controversy. I was going to turn it into a proper apology video, but due to bullcrap garbage of video editing, because of course something always goes. Of course, my video editing gets brought up. Something always has to go wrong. Heck, when I was video editing one of my most recent videos, the freaking frame rate, the freaking smoothness was horrendous. And I was having trouble with another video. And yeah. Honestly, this morning was a headache because I was trying to get one video out before another video, but I was struggling with the video I wanted to release first. So I had to hold off the other video till I finally figured out what the frick was wrong with that one, and then release them both around the same time. I will check the analytics, but I have no. Oh my god! I just remember. I have Link to Windows. Those actually set up. In fact. Sorry, gotta get close. X. Link. Which one of these? Okay, I re-enabled it. Yeah. I decided to actually get Link to Windows working on my game properly. So, can't believe I actually got Link. Try again. Next. Oh god. What do I want to try to do? I forgot. I opened my phone up for some reason. I don't remember why I did. Oh yeah. So I had. So, Ghost and Molly McGee Discord and Reddit. The most Okay. Origin story. Let me explain to you. Welcome to the Am I the dummy who should kill himself because he posted something and some people really high up got freaking pissed off and kicked me out of a server, kicked me out of a Discord, and I've read it permanently. Really going on right now, and should I get the news ready? Yeah, I don't want to say the word, even though I might be one or not, depending on how you think about it, because clearly this story is about morals, but in reality, the takeaway is that in some ways I don't feel bad, and in my opinion, the person who was really in control kind of sucks and is overpowered, and I will not call out any names because I don't want to get in trouble with that. So let me explain an interesting thought. So one day, it was Reddit. I was peacefully scrolling all around and happened to have seen a post on, I don't remember if it was r/webcomics or r/comic strips. I think it was r/webcomics. That's the actually good one. I'm sorry, r/comic strips. Maybe if you just had less reposting, you would actually be good. So, there was a comic that I saw. It was either April 1st or April 2nd. One of those days. It was literally a day after. Oh, I know. Yeah, I think it was either early in the morning on April 1st, or it was very late in the night. It was either very late in the night on April 1st, or it was early in the morning on April 2nd, when I saw a post on Reddit, which I will pull it up for the sake of showing you guys, audience, what I did. So, I found this meme. It's cute. It's funny. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, let me try turning off the light. Yes, the lamp does. Yes, the fan does not have a light. This. I really wish I had a laptop, because if I did, it'd make it much better. This is the meme. I saw this on r/webcomics, and I thought, hey, what if I make a funny version with the Ghost Molly McGee, where it's a pan joke, it's Molly McGee, and people should explain it to, is Ollie and Libby. Wouldn't that be cute? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't other people enjoy the joke? So, I'll bring you the result. I'll assure you 100% that there is nothing necessarily inappropriate about it besides the language. Frick you, censorship. This is the context. I decided to make it funnier. This is what I did. And what the frick happened? What happened? Took me around 3 hours to do. That was a long, painful 3 hours. And I still debate to the day if it's worth it. And I posted it. Where after, someone responded saying that they were minors. Which, I said for context, that I was as well. As soon as I did that, they permanently banned me from the Discord. Shortly after that, like an hour or less, they shortly also permanently banned me from the Reddit, which means I can't post, I can't comment. But you may ask, you're dummy dumb. You should have known not to do something like that. But I did think about it. I was thinking, hey, there's nothing necessarily there's nothing necessarily 18 plus about the post. Turns out I was wrong by that logic. I don't know how. I know how. Now the answer is, am I stupid? But I also ask most people this question. I mentioned this in other memes on other subreddits, and I mentioned this in certain chats, in certain private chats, private Reddit chat. I've mentioned this in a certain private subreddit. I'm not gonna say anything about it or who it is because I want to protect them and not have them be hurt in the process. But here's the important thing. The thing I wanted to know, the thing I really, really wanted to know was that most people generally agree with me. So then we must answer the question. Is me and most people stupid? Or is the person who runs the server is closed-minded as frick? Sometimes will temporarily ban people for the dumbest things, in my opinion. Twice, sometimes is picky about certain posts and crap like that doesn't even. Now, yes, I've in fact seen some horrible stuff on the Ghost Mommy subreddit, but in most cases, it's not that bad. Most cases, it's over dramatic. There's only once in a while moments where it actually is bad. But also, I feel like that having a server ran by one person, let alone someone that loads of people don't like, is horrible. And I feel like that having someone so close-minded isn't that great for a subreddit about a show, about a person who freaking loves the world and tries to friend everyone. I feel like that it's a disgrace to the show, a disgrace to the creators. I feel like they deserve better. I'm not saying they deserve me. No, that's not what I'm saying. No one deserves me. What I'm saying is that they need either the person in charge needs to pick up their act, or they need to find someone to just throw them out, because God knows God knows we all deserve better, okay? I've seen cases where some people get temporarily banned on the Ghost Molly subreddit for the dumbest reasons. And I'm tired of this. And I'm not the only person who's tired of this bull crap, okay? Either they need a change of heart or they need to get the frick out of the server. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say I'm innocent, okay? I'm just gonna say that perma-banning me for something that most people probably would only ban. I see that generally most people agree that a ban like that would probably be average for probably at least like most like 3 days or a week, and that the permanent ban is overkill. That is what I'm saying. The permanent ban is overkill, but if they want to say otherwise, I will join. I want to join back, but I'll give you a little few things. First, I would not post in this anything if right now, if you're listening, admin of the Ghost Molly subreddit, if you're listening to this stream, I want to note to you one thing and one thing only, that here's a deal. You let me back in to the Ghost Molly subreddit and Discord, and here's my deal. You give me the ability to comment on. You let me into the server, and I will not make any posts. I will only comment, and I will make sure to think twice about every comment I leave, and try not to say anything that could possibly even be slightly offensive or slightly violate the rules in such a way. Do you agree? I better hope you do. I'm marking it. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Let me get the turn the light on because it's gonna make it look brighter. Keep on forgetting the lights there. I want to ensure, if you're hearing this, I'll drop your name. I'll drop your Reddit username. U/Saber subs, if you're hearing this, listen to my plea, and please, we can try to work this. We could try to work this out, therapy style. If you would just listen to what I have to say, as someone who is accepted his flaws and has no plans of ever doing anything like that ever again. Please, I am freaking stupid and I don't typically understand things. But most people are on my side. I'll say that the least. And the least you could do is give me the ability to at least comment and also join the Ghost Molly Discord. And all I'll ask for is the ability to comment and type. I will not send any more images. And if I do, they'll be your links. Is that what you want? If so, accept it. And everyone, and I will plan to send a link to the re-upload on YouTube for everyone to see for Land Show. I will have this saved. This is a special Disney themed episode, a land show. And I will make sure to send a link to it in every Disney subreddit. So I'll leave a message for each subreddit I like to plant this in. r/OwlHouse, you just, man, you're surprisingly great, and it's unfortunate the show didn't last as long. r/Amphibia, that show was basically what started me down this road. r/Hades on it, congratulations on the 1 year. It's impressive since your show lasted that long. r/GoSmallAE, I've already said my vowels to you. You already heard them. r/Alophilia, a great blend between a show that I like and a show that most people like. A reminder that more episodes and seasons does not equal a better show. Cause I can tell you one thing, I'm gonna throw Star vs. Force of Evil down the frickin' bus here and say that the frickin' rat episodes are 10 times more boring than the entirety of Amphibia Season 1. Frick you. Sorry, that was a built-up anger from... It's freaking long. r/OwlHouse Curse, you guys are great, and you guys are a reminder that that even if your posts are cursed, your comments are blesses. And generally, most people who I talk to that agree with my thoughts about everything that's happened recently are there. They're there, and they're surprisingly supportive. And a reminder that there are people in this world who actually do care about me, even if they're probably miles away in another state, in another country, maybe even on another continent. We don't know. That's the beauty of the World Wide Web. It's all worldwide. And that is how I leave it. I'll leave it off like that. And oh yeah, I remember. I was gonna mention something how my outfit was like Marcy Wu themed, but I didn't have like a green shorts. So I wear black shorts with green strip. So it's kind of like Darcy. Just a little Amphibia thing. Of course, GoSmallAE here. Here, I made this painting in art. Can you tell I got a D? Yeah, I ain't taking art next year. That's a takeaway. Every other classroom I either got an A or a B. Art, yeah, I'm not taking art next year. That's another takeaway, but that's the point is, do what you want to do, be you, and remember, no matter what someone does, unless it's something really, really bad, or it's illegal, something like that, try to give them a chance. Don't be stubborn. Try to listen to people. Try to have a conversation with people. Try to interact. Don't live in a bubble. Try to interact with other people. Some people would love to interact, like me. But I am forced in a motherfucking bubble because there's no one who will, and I found proof of it. Now, of course, where it is. Oh, I actually got a comment on Reddit right now as we speak. And with that, closing off words, for the outro. At least. I did. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I had to move out of where I typically record because of how loud it is. But that's just how life is. So remember, people. Remember, everything. Be nice. Don't be stubborn. Be open to people. Do stuff. Oh, and also, so if you're wondering, yes, there was in fact a reason why I was wearing shorts of a sweater. If you saw any pink in the video, that was not from the painting, from the blanket. No. How to do this. So who's excited to see how Haley's on Season 2 goes? If it does, that is, which it probably won't, but hey, remember to have a little bit of faith and Pirate Haley's on there. Sorry. Don't crack me accepting being, remember, it's all just a theory, a gay theory. Frick you, Matt Pat, for a few reasons, and frick you, Dan TDM. Minecraft Bedrock Edition is superior.